What's up, guys? I just want to make this quick video at this very weird angle. I promise you it's actually more beautiful where I am than this roof. So I'll give you a little idea here. We're just like in nature, but also like on this porch here in Bali. Um, but I just wanted to make this quick video because we were talking and a lot of ideas kind of came through, and I wanted to share them with you and kind of riff about them. And the first idea was this idea of letting go of control of the things that you already cannot control. And the analogy that kind of came through me and the thing that I saw was that for so many of us, for many situations that we cannot control, we're trying to take almost like these puzzle pieces and force them into places they can't fit. But instead of realizing that they don't fit into those places and kind of surrendering to that fact and allowing the universe then to take those pieces and put them where they need to be or form them in the way that it wants, we keep trying to force the piece into a specific place that is not going to go into anyway. And that brings about suffering and frustration and all these negative things that come up because we're trying so hard to make this thing happen and just do it, do it, do it, yet the piece is never going to fit. And the universe is right there saying, hey, look, you just need to let go and surrender this, and I'll put the piece where it needs to be. I'll put the piece where, I'll let the pieces fall where they need to fall, and they will fit perfectly. But you are holding on to the piece, you're holding on to this circumstance or event or whatever it is in your life, and you're trying to force it into this one thing. And because of that, these things that are trying to come through are not coming through. You know, it's in a similar analogy would be trying to, fit a circle into a square peg. You know, you keep trying, you can try as hard as you want, but it's never going to fit. You know, you can keep trying to force something that can't be forced, but it's never going to be forced in there no matter how hard you try. Like, you can just place it on top of there, you can try and leave it there, but it's never going to really work out. So what are some things in your life that you know you can't control, but you're still trying to control? Is it certain people? Is it certain circumstances that don't only involve you? Is it perhaps you are drawn towards one thing, but you keep holding on to this thing that's heavy, but it's comfortable? You know, many of us have these different circumstances and events in our lives where we're holding on to them. We're trying to keep this puzzle piece and fit it into this place that doesn't fit, and it's never going to fit. It just can't. It's impossible. Yet we keep trying to force it in there. And if we were just to take control of our side of the co-creative process, which is what we think, what we say, what we do, and the energy we bring to each one of those things, and then we surrendered the rest of it to the universe, it will align the pieces where it needs to go. Because we have this obsession with needing to know how things are going to go, we prevent it from happening. We're like, no, the puzzle piece needs to go here, right here. I don't care if it doesn't fit. I'm going to make it fit, and it will never fit. And the universe is saying, if you just let go of this how and how the puzzle is going to come together and how life is going to be formed after you surrender it, I'll put it in ways you can't even think of that are going to be amazing. But you have to let go of the puzzle piece. You have to let go of trying to fit the round peg into the square hole or the square peg into the round hole. And once you surrender that and you just realize I have control over so much, but there are things I don't have control over, and I'm going to surrender to the things I don't have control over and just focus on the things I can control, which again, I believe is what you think, the words you say, the actions you take, and probably most importantly of all, the energy and emotion you bring to each of those things. If you take control of that and then surrender it to the universe and allow it to place it in the way it's going to place it, allow it to allow the puzzle pieces to fall into place instead of you forcing it, I think you're going to find that you're suffering much less. I think you're going to find that these amazing circumstances will come into your life. You will be blindsided. And that's the thing. You can't have a breakthrough unless you're blindsided by it. You can't formulate your own breakthrough. You can't see your own breakthrough over the horizon. It has to blindside you. Because if it doesn't, it's something you formed. It's something that you tried to say it had to be this way. It's something you tried to control. But if you let go of that and allow it to fall into place after taking control of what you can control, again, we don't want to become victims. We don't want to say like, oh, well, I can't do anything, because it's not true. You can. But there are definitely things that you need to surrender to and let go of so that it can be put into place in the perfect way that it's going to fall. So think of some areas of your life that you can do this in. Maybe again, it involves another person, certain circumstances, something you're holding on to that's in the way, and you need to create space by letting go of that for something else to come in. Whatever that would be, maybe even write some of them down and then just try and consciously take control of what you can control and let go of what you cannot. And ever since I've been doing that, things have become, well, almost indescribable, amazing on a day-to-day basis. So guys, hopefully you do that. Hopefully that helps you. Let me know in the comments, what are some things that you've been holding on to, seizing control of, not surrendering control of, that you actually can't control. And then the first step is just to move in a way where you're actually starting to let go of those things. All right, guys, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.